Okay. And they were not done?
They were done. So
Okay.
we settled with this one.
So you settled with this?
Yeah, I liked it. And not by anyone said your logo is not nice. Even if they manage it, I think it's okay. Do you understand? But I don't like that when I start feeling, when I start having feelings like this about something, I just feel that if I can do better, let me just try. Like I just want something different. You know.
Okay.
I tried a few. I give someone to apart from that. Someone tried doing something for me. I don't know what he was doing to be honest, because I thought he knew what he was doing, but then I just didn't like it at all. Let me just show you what he did.
This is a separate one from.
This is a separate one. Okay, this was what he did. I liked it, but I didn't like the colors.
Okay.
I didn't like the colors. I thought it was simple and nice, but then still, it was not. He wasn't getting what I wanted. Maybe I was not explaining properly or like but then it was just not. It was just not. I like it, but I don't know how I feel about the colors. So I complained about the colors, and this was what he did. And I told him just want something, and he came up with this. So I was like, okay, this one. I don't think you even get it at all. So let me just show you something he did. Okay, so
Okay. The same person did this.
yes.
This was after you gave him feedback. So you went from that one to this one.
I'm like,
Okay.
like, really, why would you do this to me? No, but it's true now. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why the hat? I don't know where that came from, and I don't even understand. I don't think he's ever done a logo for his school. That's what I feel.
Okay. Why would you say that?
And because why would you put a hat there?
Did you ask him why?
I couldn't even reply. I couldn't even say anything about this. I just thought, okay, or to be honest, I just felt like, okay, this guy is just tired of me. And he just wants to, and maybe I complain too much, or maybe I'm talking too much. Let me just get it. But I was thinking from that, why would you come to this?
Yeah.
And that's it. So this, I thought this was nice.
You thought this was
I don't
nice?
know. I don't know how. I don't know how I feel, but I think it's actually better than that one that had the hat.
So what did you like about this one?
But this one, I think I like this. It's a bit.
Okay.
But then I think that my problem with this was, I don't know, just the colors he was using. To be honest, then I just want something really nice. I just want. I want to change the colors. I think that's my problem. I don't like the colors.
Good.
So I don't know if you could use, like I said, blue, green, and yellow instead of having all those colors. Well, that one is mainly blue, but then it had other colors.
Yeah.
So I think if we can just change it, just stick to the three colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Aisha, you know something? Because why I want us to have this conversation is because you see why that person is getting confused?
What?
Because
Am I confusing here?
yes.
No, I have my notes. Don't worry, we'll go through it. But I just want you to get where I'm coming
Oh,
from.
you have notes.
I have my notes here.
All right, but before we come to the notes, I just want to hear from you directly, not what's written, just what just comes out from you.
No, all this came out from me, but
Okay.
you know, I think I do my things differently.
All right.
When I'm thinking, I like to write.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
sometimes when I have a lot going on, sometimes I just get blank, like I don't know what to say. I just want to be, when I have a lot going on, thinking of things, so I need to sort this, let me just act like I don't know and just get
Okay.
Just go get it over with or something. So I just like to write. I like to do a lot of writing and have my things. Whenever something comes, an idea comes, I write it down. Anything, even with this place, anything I want to do, I'll just do a sketch
Okay.
or just write it down.
Mm.
That's the way I work. So you can ask me, before we go to the notes, you can
Ask you. All right.
what you want to ask me.
All right. So I think my first question is, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Because I want to.
Why?
Why do I want to?
Yeah.
Because I love kids and I want to be able to give them something, to do something.
Okay. So why don't you start an amusement park?
Amusement park?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. It's a whole, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about an amusement park.
It's for kids too. Why
Yeah,
is school?
no, I actually would like the idea of having a water park,
All right.
but I changed my mind
Okay.
because I don't think I can keep up maintenance. There's a whole lot of responsibility. Even with school, I know there is a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, people coming to drop their kids here and expecting a lot. But I just think it's something I can do.
But why is school?
Why is
Yeah. Why is school? There's so many ways you could. There's so many things you could do that could attract kids. But why is school? You could express your love for kids in different ways.
Yeah, I know, but then I just want to be able to do something like help. I want to have a. I've been to different schools and I've seen what they have. The first thing I look at when I walk into a nursery school is the infrastructure. What they have, the resources, learning resources, and I think I can do better. I think I can give them. I think they can. I want them to I want the kids to want to come to school. I don't want them to be crying. I don't want them to drag them when they're coming to school and things like that. So that's it. I want to do something different from what other people are doing, and I think I can do that in different ways, like the uniqueness of learning resources, the location. I think we have a good location. I think the infrastructure. So far I took my time picking all these things, and the quality of education, obviously the quality of services, so many things we can do differently. There's just a lot of things we can do.
That's a good answer, because you come from the fact that you said you've been through other schools and you've seen a gap. You understand? And you are looking at filling that gap. So you want it to be. I like what you said in the sense that you want to be a school that kids actually want to come to. Yeah, because a lot of times, like my son, when he started the school he's going to, he didn't want to go. You understand? And it was just you have to go to school, we have to go to school. So trust me, that's solving the problem. The school that's saying, mommy, daddy, let's go. Yeah.
Like when I was buying some things for the crash and my sister would keep saying, why do you have to get all these things? And the children will want to be going home, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. I want them to want to come to school and sing. So I don't want them to come to school crying. Most kids have that problem, and I think the environment has a lot to do with that. They come to school, they're not comfortable. Like when I was buying my furniture, I kept saying, I'm not buying those plastic chairs. I hate them, and I can imagine how uncomfortable they are. Because my nephews, when they used to go to school, they come back and tell me, can you buy us our chair? We don't like that. So things like that, I took my time. I did a lot of thinking, and people will be saying, it's just a school, just buy what everybody is buying. I just feel that that's not what I want. I want people to walk in here and want to bring their kids. I want when they walk in here and I tell them this is, and they ask for our fees. How much are you charging? And I tell them this. I just want them to just not argue and say, oh, okay, yeah, we could see that here. Do you understand? Things like that. But I just feel that we have. I just feel that there's a lot. There's a lot we can do different.
So
what other schools are doing.
What are some of the things you have in place right now that you feel is different from what other schools have in place?
I think the space. Yeah, I think our classrooms are quite big.
Okay.
I think the resources, and we're going to offer the curriculum. Most schools just do the Nigerian, British, and all that, and in Abuja, only a few schools do the Montessori, and that's what I want to do.
Montessori.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Montessori? What the advantage Montessori has over?
Because it's basically, it doesn't, like, if we have a child that has special needs, we don't have to use a different method for that child. Yeah. So it's for everybody.
Oh, okay. All right. So Montessori kind of deals with a lot of hands-on type of learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if I'm going to ask, if you're going to categorize the school, who would you say, is it pricey?
Is it what?
Is it a pricey school?
No, it's not.
You don't think so? Have you sampled your fees to other schools?
Yes.
And
It's just average. I don't think, well, from the schools here in Maitama, I don't want to just decide my school fees is this because it is in Maitama or because I have this and that. So obviously, and then like mostly our customers are mostly going to be like young adults, new parents, and all that.
Okay.
So I don't want a situation whereby we're just saying that this is what we're going to charge just because we want people to look at the school like Regent or Johnson. So it's just going to be, the school fees isn't going to be too pricey, obviously, but we have to be able to maintain. It has to be reasonable enough to, but not too expensive. Yeah.
so what's the fee right now? What's the fee?
$375 per term. Most schools in Maitama charge from $350 to $500. Yeah.
From $350 to $500.
Yeah. $520 or $500. Yeah. And most expensive one should be about $520.
Okay, so what kind of people you are thinking of attracting in terms of what do you think their earning power should be? Because this school should not be for everybody.
It's not going to be for everybody.
Exactly.
It's not going to be
So
for everybody.
you must know who your audience is and what the audience desires to see in a school they're taking their kids to. So you must get into the minds of the parents. Not necessarily in the minds of the kids. The kids, but the parents are the ones that will come to see the facility. Yeah. So if you can say, oh, these people should be this type of working class people, they should be earning this and this, they should have this level of exposure.
To be honest, I don't know what people earn. I have no idea what people earn, like civil servants and things like that. I don't know anything.
No,
yeah. So I can't tell you that they should earn this or that. I don't know how they do actually.
Okay. Let me put it this way: if someone earns 300,000 naira a month,
how much?
300,000 naira a month. Would you feel they can bring their kids here?
Yes.
You feel they can? Conveniently. Alright, so now we want to get into the mindset of when they come, who are the kind of people that earn 300,000 naira a month? You understand? What do they do? Where have they been? How exposed are they? What do they desire to see in the school?
Well, the people that earn 300,000.
Yeah. Like okay, I'll bring it closer home. And that's where it comes.
But I just feel like I don't feel that a lot. I don't know anything about that, because I feel that with the work you do here in Nigeria, you can hardly, if you have a 9 to 5, you can hardly afford anything with that. That's what I think.
True.
So I don't really look at things like that, because I have my sisters, her kids go to one of my sisters, they go to Centagon, and she earns, I think, about 160,000. She works in Nimasa, but that's what they earn. But, so I don't feel like, I just think that if you're going to survive here, you can't just say this is what I earn.
Good.
And this is how I'm going to pay. I don't think that we would be able to take our kids to any school, then maybe just government school or just some schools anywhere.
Yeah, I think I like what you said, because you kind of put it in some context of the fact that you cannot expect somebody that works a regular 9 to 5 to bring their kids here based on their salary. And that means that you are looking for people that either work a 9 to 5 and also are running what we might call a successful business by the side. You understand? So that already categorizes the people you are looking for here. So in the end, you cannot say, oh, you're looking for somebody who is a school teacher in a secondary school working a 9 to 5. They can't bring their kids here. So even if you're going to bring it closer home to your sister, whose kids go to Sensical, can she bring her kids here? She can. Exactly. So let's narrow down to your sister. I think we sampled the opinion of people like her as to what they would want to see in this school to take her kid out of Centagon and say she's bringing them to Kickers. What will make them make that decision? Say, you know what, we are done with Centagon, what come to Kickers? What does?
I think learning resources, like what we have to offer, what we can give, what the kids are going to learn when they come here, what they see. But I think the first thing that attracts me as a parent when I go to school, because my niece and nephew, I take them to spring hall, they go to spring hall. Right. And the first thing I looked at when I got there was, I just liked the environment. I liked the first person I spoke to, I liked her. I liked the classes are not that, they're not beautiful, do you understand, it's an old school and all that, but it was just, I just like the way they are. So for me, most important, when I was choosing early years for them, I like the person I was looking at any school I walk into is the infrastructure or the environment. What do they have? Is the school? Little things like that I was looking at. I wasn't really concentrating on the teachers or the staff there or anything. No. They recommended a school. I'll ask my friend, oh, your kids, so which school are they? She'll say this. I'll walk into the school, look at it. From the first thing I see, from the reception, from the classrooms, I'll be like, no, I don't like this school.
Yeah.
I think there's no enough ventilation. The classroom school is a bit dark. Because I've noticed with most nursery schools, what people do is you just get an old build, you just paint it different colors. Yeah. That's why I said I wanted anywhere white. Right. I kept insisting, I just don't want anything. I don't want, because personally, even if it's a hospital I walk into and I see different colors on the wall, I just get very confused and what's going on here. Like I just feel it's a wrong thing for people to keep doing. Just because in this school you want everywhere to be colorful doesn't mean you paint everywhere different colors. You can just have stickers or different things to have that. So I think that's one. And then another thing I look at is the location. Okay, what is Where is it located? How do I feel when I drive there and park outside and walk into the school? Do I find it hard, like getting out of the clothes? And like when I was actually looking for a place, I kept thinking they showed me a place I really liked, but it was in clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was a residential area. It was a club. I was like, I don't want to come here and now be feeling everybody complaining all the time. This school is just here, they're causing a lot of traffic and things like that.
True.
I actually thought about that, and I just want people to feel like I want Kickers to be like a top preschool in town. Like I want everybody to like want to bring their kids here. I want us to be that kind of school, but it's not that we're just going to take anybody. Like I was telling Miss I said, I don't want a situation whereby you bring your child, remove him from another school because he can't read or write and he's in nursery 2 and bring him here for us to. And I don't want to do that. I would prefer the child to grow from playgroup, play class, I prefer them to grow into reception. I don't want to just because I want students or I want parents to bring their kids here. If we interview you and then you want to bring your child, transfer him to reception class from any school. If he passes the exam, obviously he'll come in, do you understand? But then not because he can't do something there. Yes. In some cases we'll take the kids to bed, not that just because you want to just take out your child just because he can't read. Things like that, just so basically.
So you feel it's better for kids to come in from the onset instead of being injected into a class?
I think they should start. I'd prefer them to start if they're coming in from crash. So people take their kids to school from age 1, some 2, some 3. So whatever it is, I want them to start and then go into it. I just feel that you can't rush children. They should grow into it. I don't believe that you can. I don't believe in that. Okay, because I just want my kids to do this. I don't know. I just feel that they should. I'll take my kids to school from age 1 or 6 months. They should grow. I know what I like. I see the difference even with people around me, my nieces and nephews. I see like the one they went to school, started school at 9 months, and the one that started at 2 and the one that started at 3. So I know the difference.
What's the difference?
I just believe the ones that start school earlier are friendlier, they're nicer, they're more confident, they're smarter. That for me, that's what I think from my own analysis. They're independent, they just feel that way.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because I feel that play, that 1 to 2, 2 to 3, those classes, when they miss them, they just start from nursery 1. I just feel now it's not enough. That's what I think.
Because I've been of the opinion that kids start school too early now. So you have kids that are not even 1, they're already in school. So I'm coming from a parent's angle.
I'd rather take my child to school and leave him in school than leave my child at home with the nanny.
Definitely.
So as he's in school, especially for new parents, okay, you have a child and he's always at home with the nanny, maybe you go to work and things like that, and it's just, some of them, they just become more attached to the nanny, they don't even know their parents and things like that. So instead of doing that, why not just drop your child in school? At least he's learning something.
True.
And he'd learn a lot of things at that age, sharing different things.
True. But this name, Kickers, where did it come from? What does it mean?
Okay, so I didn't want to use, like I said, I didn't want to use any play, house, toss, this, that. Initially I wanted to use it, but then I just feel that there's more to. I actually used initials like from my dad, my dad's name, my two late sisters, and that's it. Yeah. So I wanted to use their names, and I tried a lot of things. And then my mom was like, use Kikas, and I'm like, oh, okay, I like the name. And because she kept coming up with different names, and I'm like, I kept rejecting it. But then when she said the Kikas, I was like, okay, Kikas Prep, okay, yes, okay, I can work with that. I actually like the name.
Okay. Alright, so but the name actually means something to you.
Yeah,
a lot to you, exactly. But what would you want people to call it? Because now I can see on some of the logos you have Kikas, then you have KIP.
No, KPS.
KPS. Yeah, Kikas. Yeah, KPS, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want people to call it?
Kikas Prep or or KPS, because I just think Kikas or Kikas. Some people call it Kikas, so it just depends on what you want to call it.
No. But the thing is that it's one thing to leave people to call it what they want to call it.
I call it KPS, honestly, to be honest.
You call it KPS. Do you prefer that?
Yes, I do. I prefer that.
All right. So if you're doing a logo, you would want it to say KPS.
Yes.
And then you interpret it as Kikas. All right. But it's a preparatory school.
Yes.
You want it to stay that way?
Well, when we come to that's why I said I don't want the logo to be too playful. I want it to be playful. I don't want it, but I feel that I can actually do a different logo when we decide to expand.
Okay.
Maybe to a primary, but that I don't want to do myself. To be honest.
You don't do that yourself. What do you mean?
Maybe if I decide to do, maybe I want to decide to do. Some parents can be funny. Okay, after reception they will be pushing you. Why don't you have year 1, year 2, and things like that? Yeah. So if I have anyone that wants a partner and is interested in a primary school, I can do that with that person. But me,
okay.
I don't want any business with that. I don't want to stay here.
That's good. I like the fact that you're firm on that. You like that. But the thing is, so why are we not committing fully to a playful logo if you know you don't want to go to primary school?
Yeah, then that's why I said I've made up my mind. Yesterday I made a few notes.
Okay.
And I want it playful. Yeah.
Alright, so I think we can go for notes now.
Are you done?
Well, no. I just feel you kind of spoken about the notes, so I think it's a good time for us to.
So, okay, I've spoken about the colors.
Yes.
Okay.
We have green, yellow, and blue.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to green, yellow, and blue.
Alright. Any particular reason why we chose these colors?
Yes, I have them. I just feel that for what they stand for.
Alright.
Green for growth and harmony. Blue for peace, confidence. Yellow, happiness. Brightness, whatever.
Okay, so blue for confidence, green for growth, and yellow for happiness. Would you say those are your top values? There are 3 top values.
Well, growth, independence, safety, creativity, and empathy. Those are my core values.
Can you remember that again?
Huh?
You said growth, independence,
empathy,
creativity,
and safety.
And safety.
But I think I want to take out safety. And how I feel about it. Yeah.
Why don't you take it out?
Well, safety. I took a lot of things. So the fonts can be, I don't know if this font should be playful, I don't know. So you're going to give me different options and then I just choose what I want?
Well, a lot of times how I work is, and that's why it's very important that we talk. Not in the sense of providing options, but providing what I feel is a solution. So you look at it and you're like, okay, this is the why we are doing this. These are what I feel works. Because I feel a lot of times when people talk about logos or look at logos, we kind of look at it from our point of view, say, okay, I don't like this, but then
Okay. Sorry, you can continue.
Okay, but then we're kind of blindsided to what actually works in terms of perception. You understand? So what I usually do is try to guide my clients, and I want to know what's in your
So
mind.
when you look at do you actually look at logos and then expect to see something or understand what the thing is?
For me as a person,
Yeah.
or as a designer.
For you as a person.
Yeah, I look at logos, and a lot of times a logo is normally the first interaction you have with a brand. So you can look at a logo and it can tell you whether this is classy or this is playful, or this is an excited brand, or this is a sophisticated brand. You can tell just by looking at
Really?
the logo. Oh yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Oh, serious? Yes, you can.
I never thought of it that way. I just look at it, like I just think people just do a logo because you have to have a logo. Like that's the way I see it. You understand? I don't know anything about.
Every brand has a personality. When they see your brand, it has a personality. So people can judge you just by your logo and just say, oh, even without seeing preparatory school there, they can see, oh, this must be something for kids. Or they would say, this must, even the use of colors, which is why I asked why you're using colors, it communicates something to people.
I mean, what I'm saying, I understand what you're saying, but I just feel that a lot of people don't know about that. That's what I think.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know they don't know about that. Or think they don't know about that. But psychologically, you can feel it. The reason why you might have rejected some of those logos is because to you, they are not communicating what you want the school to communicate. So that's why you can look at it and say, oh, it's too playful, or it's too boring, or I don't like the colors. The colors are too serious. You understand? The logo doesn't say the colors are too serious. But because what you've associated with those colors, they look somber, they look some of them might not look playful enough, so you have that. But the truth that we need to know where it is, what you want to communicate to people, so that everything is consistent. So, and I wish what I'm trying to
you know that I'm asking you that question because it was actually interesting when I was doing my little research and I was asking myself a few questions and I came, okay, so really a logo, like it says a lot about your brand and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, I just thought, to be honest, for me, I just thought people just
need something to put there.
Yeah, just need something to put there, do you understand? And even with kickers, I just kept saying, okay, let's just, isn't TT school, let me just do anything I want to do.
Okay, yeah.
And then, okay, I thought about it. Okay, so why do we have to meet? Do you understand? I've already told you that I don't like that logo, so I want to do it. So why not just come up with it?
Yeah.
And I was talking to my sister 2 days ago, and she said that's why the other guy didn't understand what you were saying. I said, but I told him I wanted something colorful, something people. She said, but that's all you kept saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I actually sat down and said, oh, okay, let me just do this. Let me just be specific. Let me just think about this is what I want. So that's why I just made this note. And okay, so Kika's Preparatory School, great place to grow. That's what I want.
That's your tagline?
Yes.
If I may ask, what does that mean?
What? A great place to grow now. It says it's like it doesn't. There's nothing hidden. But the thing is that a great place to grow in what sense? Is it like if I so
it's here?
That's what I said. I made my notes. Let me just go through. Don't confuse.
Alright.
So a great place to grow, nurture and engage children throughout their development.
Okay, if I may ask, what does this mean?
What? Nurture and engage children throughout their development?
Yeah.
So it's to nurture and engage children's early development, to to I answered that question already about starting early. So they're able to grow into what we want them to become, how we want them to be. And so I believe that age, like from the age 1 to 5, even though we're starting from 6 months to 5 years, I believe like that's the most important stage. That is where they need to, a lot
Most
happen.
formative, yeah.
That's very important, and I think that we need to do everything we need to do has to be done
at that age.
at that age. Because I feel that that's why I said I feel that I think they should grow into. I think every step is important in a child's life or whatever. When they come to school, I think that you can't skip a child. If my child comes to school I decide my child wants to come to school at the age of 4. Most people do that, or 3. I feel that you should take that child back to play class, play group, nursery 1. Don't just put him in nursery 1 or nursery 2.
In the class appropriate, in the age appropriate class.
Yeah. I believe he has to grow into it. I feel that whatever they skip, they miss that. Whatever it shows in them, it affects them. It just doesn't. I don't know how to put it. Anyways, so I just feel that a child shouldn't miss any of that.
Okay.
That. So I've spoken about my core values.
Yeah.
But you just have 3.
Yeah.
Why?
No, because those are the ones that stuck out to me the most.
Okay.
You say you're not sure about security.
No, safety.
Oh, safety. Okay, yeah.
Not sure about. They have independence, creativity.
Okay. So, but see, now that you've explained it, your mission statement, great place to grow, makes a lot of sense. It does. What else do you have on your list?
No, you've said it already. Emphasize it's fun. Okay, no. Okay, playful fun and with the feelings of warmth and comfort to young parents and their children.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry. It's a feeling of what?
Feelings of warmth and comfort to young parents and their children.
Feelings of warmth
and comfort to young parents.
And comfort to young.
And their children, yeah.
What does that mean?
What?
What's the feeling of warmth and comfort to young parents and children?
Because if you're bringing your child to a school, you're dropping him here, you should be able to have that, to feel that. You should be able to be comfortable dropping your child here.
Okay.
Yes. And the warmth has to do with the kids. Like, they need to feel that they're leaving home, they're just dropping them with strangers. So they have to feel that.
Feels like home, feels familiar.
Yeah. Yes.
So please don't worry if I ask what stuff means. Doesn't mean that doesn't make sense. I don't want to understand it. So, like, what do you see the school doing in 5 years' time? Where do you see this going 5 years time?
Where do I see where?
Kickers.
I see. I Kickers. Where do I see it in 5 years, or what did you say?
Where do you see Kickers in 5 years?
As the top preschool in Abuja now, I feel we're going to be expanding. I feel we're going to have a lot of kids, parents wanting their kids to come here.
And how do you know you're the top preschool in Abuja?
That's what I want to be now.
Yeah, but how do you know
How
when
will
you're
you know?
Yeah.
When everybody wants to come here, when everybody's talking about you, when you have when you're saying that, oh, you can't have more than 10 kids per class, and then you have a lot of parents coming to say, oh, I want my child to come to the school, and you're thinking of expanding.
Okay.
Because we're going to stick to that. We're not having more than 10 in a class. We're not doing that. Even if we want the money, even if we needed to, we'll think of how to sort that out, how to have more classes.
Okay. Alright. So what of in 10 years time?
In 10 years' time, we
Yeah.
would have a bigger school, a bigger nursery school. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So my plan is to build a big school, a bigger nursery school, and have, even if we don't do that, we would probably have like a KPS in Mitama, KPS in Kerki, another one in Guaripa, yeah, something like that.
Does that excite you to see that? Does it excite you to see that in your mind?
Yes.
It does? So who are your competitors?
My competitors right
Yeah.
now. What is it? Oakland.
Why do you competitors?
Huh?
Why do you consider them competitors?
Because it's number one, the location. It is in Mitama. A lot of many. Ana sami? Isu dan jiraka din. Su jiraka su yanka fa. Yeah, the location, it is in Mitama. It is. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is I feel like for Oakland, I don't even think they're my competitors. I'm not even sure right now that I'm seeing this. There's a lot of, like what I said about having just 10 kids per class.
Yeah.
So I have a cousin, I had that conversation with her yesterday. Her kids go to Oakland, and she was asking me about spring ball and asking my sister about center ball, and she was like, how many are they in the class? She wants to take her kids out of Oakland, and I'm like, why? She said, can you baby imagine? Her son is in year 1 going to year 2, like they're 23 in the class. And I'm like, oh, do they still do that? And she's like, she feels like he needs a lot of attention, he needs that extra whatever, but then he's not getting it because there are too many in the class.
Yeah.
She feels like he's not doing well.
Yeah.
And that is part of it.
So you think I should scratch them with the list of competitors?
And there are too many. And then another thing, sorry, what I wanted to say, I didn't even see that, is like for Oakland, I don't want people to, she's a northerner, she's from the north. And I think a lot of people just take their kids because, I don't know how they feel about, I don't know, maybe, because I think 90% of them are northerners. So I don't want people to look at kickers that way. I don't want them to feel that, oh, I don't want it to be like a Hausa community. Yes, I'm Hausa, but I want everybody to feel welcome. I want everybody to want to bring their kids. I don't want it to now be like that. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't even know if they are, yes, because it's in Mitama and yes, people take their
are going
kids to
there.
school, but I don't think it's a very good school. But because of that, then we can take students.
Yeah, sure.
Since there are too many.
Yeah,
They can't-
true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, they're tots.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Why do you consider it a reputation?
Because I feel it's a good school from what I've heard, and it's also just a nursery school, and a lot of young new parents take their kids to the school. I don't know why they do that. I tried to ask a few questions, but I don't think they know why they're taking their kids there. I just feel that maybe they like the environment, maybe they like but I don't really see anything special about it.
So where is it?
It's in Seitu.
Okay.
I think it's too small. I think they don't have enough. The playground is quite tight. And I think that's it. I don't really know nursery schools around. Just a few. I can't think of any school, to be honest.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
no.
one in here in Itama, in Hanama, I think it's called. Okay, there's one called one that has eagle as a logo.
Right on the way here right now. Yeah.
Abraham.
I've forgotten. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. I heard it for the first time.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. So why do they have an eagle? I always wonder why that is. So, to be honest, I don't know what people see while they do it. I don't know I don't know how they decide a school to take their kids to or anything like that. I don't know how they do it, but I just feel that I don't know.
But the thing is that you took your nieces and nephews to these schools, right?
Well, but they're now in year 3, they're in primary school. I'm trying to remember. Like I
What the
said,
experience was, huh?
I told you about the location,
Yeah.
the infrastructure, like the classrooms, the ventilation.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking them to Sage, but not because I really liked it. Like I would love to be the school or whatever, but it was actually I met someone and her kids at the hospital, and then her kids were talking, and I just liked the way the kids were behaving. They were very polite, they were very confident, they were very expressive. Like I just liked everything about them, and I was like, where do they go to? And she was like, oh, it's a school in Metaba, it's called the Sage. That was my first time. I checked them out on Instagram, and I went to the place. When I went there, I looked at it, but then I just liked I liked the staff, I liked a lot of things about it, and then I was like, oh, okay, just go to Sage. And I'm glad they went to Sage because of that. Because if I compare them to, like, some people tell me that, oh, these children are very confident, these children are very smart, these children are very, and I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm happy they went there. Like, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And they got it there. They got everything I wanted from Sage. And I'm happy they went there. So if I'm going to recommend a school nursery school to anybody, I would actually recommend that.
Yeah.
But like I said, a lot of people will go there and be like, no, I don't really like the. At the end of the day, it's a good school.
I think what you said now, because you said something to the tune of you really don't know what people think or why people take it.
So I feel people are different.
Yeah,
I think there's what is important to me as a child is not what is important
to someone else. Yeah.
So that's what I feel.
Yeah. And that's the good thing. I ask who your audience are. Because a lot of times, you see, our values are so different. And that's why you must think of who your audience are. What are their values? You see, some people, their major value is numbers. How much does it cost? So they don't judge by facility, just the bottom line. Is it expensive? Is it cheap?
That's
If
true,
it's
that's
cheap,
true.
they go there.
If it's not big.
Yeah, some people, it's more about the environment. What does it look like? You understand? Do they have facilities? That's what they look at. Those are their values, aesthetics. Some people, they are more into what's the quality of education. So what's their curriculum? You understand? How are the students? How do they talk? How do they speak? What's their confidence level? So you see, everybody has different values and everybody finds their school. So which is why I was saying, for the people that are coming to your school, what should their values be? Because you know, some people are going to come and they're going to tell you, oh, this school overpriced. What are they offering for this for 375? If you don't know what your values are, they will discourage you and you start to feel sad. You understand? But if you know your values, just know, oh, these guys just don't align with our values. They are not our customers. They are not our parents. You understand? So with you right now, I can get that your values really come from, number one, a standard environment. That's very high on your priority from what you've said. You want the environment to be an environment where people can feel like, oh, I'm dropping my kid off in a place where I can go to work and not have to think about, is my kid all right? You understand? Then you want a place where the kids also feel happy, which also comes down to environment too. You want a place that feels like home to them.
Because I feel if they're not happy, then they're not learning anything.
Yeah, sure. I totally agree.
You're crying all day, or you're sleeping, or you're sad, and you can't even get a child to do anything.
Yeah.
But I feel if they're happy to come, and they'll be happy to learn something.
Exactly.
Because I tell people, if your child cries every morning when he's going to school, find out the reason.
Yeah.
Take him out of the school.
Yeah.
But you can't force him, or just because you can't just keep thinking, or is it because he doesn't want to wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You should find out why he doesn't want to go to the school. Why he's not happy going to school and things like that. Yeah.
That's a very good thing you said. You need to get into the mind of the child. And that's the hardest thing about what you said right now, is getting out of your mind to the mind of the child. So you see, sometimes we are so stuck in our minds where you kind of feel, this is the environment that makes me happy. So this environment should make every other person happy. But when does it make them happy? You're like, why? I'm putting so much into this. Like when I came, we were talking about the colors of the walls, saying you want it to be white. But then you now think, do kids like white walls? You understand? That now becomes the most important, because they're going to spend most of their time in this space. So do they like it? You understand? Does it work for them? Is it too much for them? You understand? So those are the kind of things you kind of think of and say, okay, this school is about having good experience for the kids. So I like white walls, but I really need to find out what the kids like. You understand? What works for them. When you look at art and like, what kind of art do the kids like? What do they see that makes them feel like, oh, I want to come to this place every day? You understand? So the hard work is getting into the mind of the kid. You understand? And that's where I was coming from with even the logo too. You see, our biggest obstacle that we need to overcome is getting over Aisha's personal preference.
That's true.
You understand? Once it can be, it's not about my preference, it's about what people would see that makes them feel like, this school is what I'm looking for. You understand? But you can say, you know what, I don't like it, but I will trust you. You understand? As someone understands, it's just like with the Nike logo, there's something that they say about it, that the first time the Nike logo was designed for Phil Knight, the first thing he said was, I don't like it, but I guess it will grow on me. You understand? He didn't like it as a person. But you know what? Years after, I was like, this is an amazing logo. I actually love it because it works. It works on shirts, it works on t-shirts, it works on shoes, it works on everything, it works on wristwatches. Then he liked it because it was functional, not because it was what he expected. So what I want you to do is just to trust me.
I do.
Okay, to have your best interest at heart. You understand?
I do, because I'm not used to people asking me questions. Saying I want this, so this is what I want. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
I think one of the last things that I would like to do, if that's okay with you, is just to have an experience of what the school is like.
I don't understand.
Just to go around.
Oh, yeah, we can.
All right. Okay. This is very nice. What's
It's it's an art collector that did a book on his collection. Yeah. It's like, if you like art, it's actually very interesting. Yeah.
See, for the moment I entered the office, I've been looking at it.
That's it.
Yeah, I see. That's where design works, because I looked at it. The design looks so clean.
Yeah. It wasn't done here.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't done here.
So he showcases artists, artwork from other artists.
Yes, he has a collection. All is a part of some of his collections. Yeah, so he decided to do a book on. So it's called the Yinka Fisher collection. Yinka Fisher is the name of the collection.
Oh, all right. So you see what I'm saying from here is, you can see he knows who his audience. It looks classy. The font simple and clean, black and white, puts emphasis on the artwork, and you can see a lot of clear space. Not too many things. Clear space.
Yeah.
So he knows his audience. The same thing I want us to do with Kickers, whereby when you do your brochure, people can look at it and know. It has the feel of this place. Their target audience is to make kids happy. It looks homely. It looks, you understand, it doesn't look hard and formal. Because this right now might not work for a school brochure, but it works for us. You understand? So for art's sake, I really like it.
Yeah, I'll get you one. Because this one, my name is on it.
All right.
But it's okay. I'll get you one.
Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you.